Good morning, children. Hope you all are fine. Children, today we are going to start a new chapter number 16. Earth is ours, let us protect it. In this chapter, we will study about the abiotic factors, man as a food gatherer to food producers, uses of plants and animals, biodegradable and non biodegradable waste, and different types of pollution. As you know, a living organism cannot live by itself but needs an environment. Organisms interact among themselves and also with non-living things in the environment. The living organisms are called biotic factors, whereas the non-living surroundings are called abiotic factors. So it is very important to know about the biotic factors and abiotic factors. Biotic factors include plants, animals, and all the microbes. Abiotic factors include non living surroundings like air, water, land, temperature, humidity, etc. As you know, early man was a food gatherer. Gradually, man learned to make implements and tools to hunt the animals. He also learned to make use of life and then wheel, etc. As man is the most intelligent animal, step by step, he gained knowledge in all the fields. His nomadic life as a food gatherer ended and became a food producer. As you can see in the picture that for food he used to hunt the animals. Then man started farming and he started to exploit the nature also, which is the supporter of life. As the years went by, man became more and more advanced in every field and ruthlessly started exploiting nature to satisfy his fast growing needs. Man started cutting down of trees due to its many needs to fulfill its many needs. Plants are very useful for mankind. They give us oxygen, food, shade, timber, rubber, gum, oil, spices, paper, etc. So fulfilling these needs, man started cutting down the trees, and we if we continue to exploit nature without any discrimination, soon nothing will be left for our future generations. Like plants, animals also give us so many things. They give us milk, meat, eggs, honey, and so many other things, and leather also. So knowing about the many benefits that we receive from animals and plants, why do we destroy them? Why can't we protect them to have harmonious life once again? Because of man's foolishness, the nature which was in perfect balance, it is gradually becoming imbalanced. Environmental pollution is increasing due to exploitation of nature by man. Environmental pollution is defined as any undesirable change in physical, chemical, and biological characteristics of air, land, and water. Pollution can be natural or man made. The agents or substances that cause pollution are known as pollutants. There are two types of pollutants, biodegradable and non biodegradable. Pollutants that can be broken down into simple compounds by the action of microbes. Example wood, paper, agriculture waste, kitchen waste, etc. These are called biodegradable waste. Pollutants that cannot be broken down by the action of microbes into simple compounds. Examples pesticides, DDT, plastic, aluminium, foil, polythenes, etc. There are three types of pollution: air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. The sources of air pollution are deforestation, urbanization, construction of towns with closely placed building, industrialization, automobiles, and burning of fuels like petrol, diesel, kerosene, wood, etc. These things lead to air pollution. We can reduce air pollution by using bicycle for short distances, by using public transport, by using tall chimneys in factories, by not burning the any waste material, especially plastic. Factories, power plants, and oil wells discharge their pollutants directly into the water bodies. This causes water pollution. We can control water pollution by many methods. Factory sources can be controlled easily because these are coming from the source. Pollutants must be treated before dumping into the water bodies. So with the water pollution, many diseases are caused due to water pollution, like typhoid, cholera, dysentery, jaundice, etc. The third type of pollution is land pollution. Dust storms and lack of plant population lead to soil erosion. Dumping of garbage, plastic, and other waste in the open pollutes the soil. Soil pollution can be controlled by intensive cropping to cover the uncovered land, using dustbins for two types, one biodegradable and other non-biodegradable. Reuse of carrier bags, avoiding of plastic, polythene bags, and aluminum foils. So in this way we can prevent the land pollution. So children, this is all about chapter number 16. Earth is ours, let us protect it.